This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I got a video about Harry. Meghan Markle isn't really involved, but of course, indirectly, things that are talked about also involve her and decisions that she made with Harry. So the thing is, he said a few things that Netflix execs didn't really like so much. They used the word in the article, shocking to them, so obviously they were kind of skeptical or a little bit scared of things that he was saying. Gonna get into that in the article. And I want to say real quick why I still call him Prince Harry, because I get the comment once in a while, he's not Prince anymore, he's just Harry. And I'm not totally sure, but the thing is, when people watch videos, read articles, you can't just put like Harry. It's just a name, so it's not really recognizable to the general public who might be reading news about him for the first time or something like that. So we put Prince Harry, just so people know exactly who we're talking about. That's the answer. Anyway, here's the article. And of course, I got the Halloween theme going just a little bit. We're in October. It's called Prince Harry's Horrifying Comments Leave Netflix Executives Shocked Report. Experts highlight Netflix growing pressure over Prince Harry's recent comments against the multi-million-dollar deal. Experts weigh in on the overwhelming pressure Netflix is under over Prince Harry's horrifying remarks against the multi-million-dollar deal. This claim has been brought to the light by Daily Mail's diary editor, Richard Eden, during an interview with Palace Confidential. There he was quoted saying, "I think there is a fat chance of Harry and Meghan giving up their very lucrative Netflix deal. It was a Freudian pact." When Harry was interviewed by James Corden, he defended the crown, which is also made by Netflix. We saw that in the Oprah interview where he said, "We did those deals because we were desperate for money," which would have horrified the executives at Netflix, I think. Now hold up. I haven't actually dug in to the financial situation between Harry and Meghan, but how could they ever get desperate for money, as he puts it? They had a $35 million wedding. I don't know exactly how much money Harry's getting from his family, how much support, but when someone says desperate for money, I think like, 3 kids, check to check, paying taxes and bills and all kind of things, and you're quote-unquote desperate for money. Getting some huge multi-million-dollar Netflix deal because you're desperate for money just doesn't actually sound like something I can quite relate to. They go on. Before concluding, he admitted, "Because you want to sign people who are really keen to make programs and not doing it just for a quick bit of cash, but I thought he was desperate for money. So when you're desperate for money, you do things for quick cash, and when you're desperate for money, usually decisions you make are affected by the money you're getting." I don't know, that's just me. It was kind of excruciating because you're wondering why he's doing that. It felt like he was justifying it to himself, maybe. The thing is, he's got no control. He's just signed a deal with a huge streaming giant, and they can do what they like. And there will be more examples of this, I'm sure, where there will be programs that he won't approve of, and they don't need to get his approval, Mr. Eden added. So it puts him in an awkward position, and I think he is a bit embarrassed about that. This video here actually brings me to the reason that I'm covering Meghan Markle and Harry in the first place. And the reason is, I don't really think they've got any specialness, any talent. They're not unique. They're not 1 in a million people. They're more like a dime a dozen. So I like to cover them and remind people that. Just because Harry is huge as far as his fame and connected with the royal family in whatever way it is right now, but at least associated by name, doesn't mean that he's really smart and he's going to make great decisions and he's going to do the right thing and he knows anything special. It just shows when he takes an interview like Oprah and says these things that execs are looking at. They're like, I don't know about this guy. But they know why they signed, because he's got the name. He's Harry. He's got the world fame. That is why they signed. But on the other hand, they're thinking, I don't know about the things this guy says. A little bit iffy here. So it was an interesting thing that this article pointed out. Like I said, not completely connected to Meghan Markle, but obviously she's right behind him making those decisions, making some stupid statements, and obviously it doesn't reflect good on her, whatever happens with him when it's something they're both involved in. You guys, of course, let me know what you think of this down below. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you consider it and still don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.